Today I'm checking out bassist Tommy Stinson for the first time and hearing the Replacements and their hit track I Will Dare for the very first time. Let's get to it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Low End University. Today's request is brought to you by one of our patrons over at patreon.com/lowenduniversity. I do full album breakdowns over there with bass lessons, music lessons, and much more. Come check it out. But today's track, I Will Dare, is from the Replacements' third studio album, Let It Be, released in 1984. This was the opening track, the lead single from the record, and is hailed by many music press outlets as one of the band's best songs. But I'm reading the band began to distance themselves from the hardcore punk scene by this point, and this song was a pretty pivotal part in that happening. But as far as bassist Tommy Stinson, apparently he dropped out of 10th grade to join this band on tour, which is awesome, and had a fruitful career, even being the bass player for Guns N' Roses for 15 years. Somehow I missed that, or maybe I read the name and didn't recognize it. But interesting read. But without further ado, let's get right into it. I Will Dare from The Replacements. Ooh, that's fun. Love the swing. Got a fun, smooth kind of feel. A little shuffly. Kind of down here in G. Let's keep it going. But I hear some bass really pummeling underneath. And it's kind of almost opposing some of the notes in the guitar with its own individual line. Let me go back to about here. How fun. This is cool. You almost have the bass and the guitar doing a unison line, but every now and then they both split off for just a couple beats and almost harmonize with each other. Sounds like the guitar is just going up kind of the G major scale. It's got the raised 4, so it's more of a Lydian thing. Which means the song is technically in D, if I'm being technical, but we'll get into that later. That kind of thing. And then you have the bass down here just doing a little bit of bass fill action kind of around, and again, harmonizing it. That kind of thing. Sounds kind of like a P bass tone. I've got this one out today. My other one's getting restrung, my 5-string. But very cool. Let's keep it going a bit and see where this develops. But fun feel. Slight key change. I Will Dare. So they went down to E minor there, then they went up to a C, and the previous riff had a C sharp, so I'm not sure if it was a total key change, but even something that subtle can be really obvious to your ear, but they do it very smooth. Let's see here. Yeah, doing those big fifths. Then it went down to this chord, which previously in the riff we had the C sharp. Now we're in. So I love that. Just a bit of kind of vague modal interplay between two different keys. Good songwriting, catchy. Big walking bass line there up on the D. Nice. Love the tone. I love the production on the drums. It's something that's really stand out. That's a fantastic snare sound. It's almost louder than everything else on the kit. I'm kind of listening for the kick drum, kind of how it's married with that bass line, and it's nestled in the mix pretty lightly. It's kind of hard to hear it. It blends right in with the bass. Yeah, you can hear the kick, but the snare is what's prominent, and it is the entire, obviously it's the backbone of the song, but I love how it's just really loud, and it kind of accentuates the shuffle feel. Like, it just makes me want to kind of dance. And sometimes just the way a song is mixed can really aid in that. You know, there's songs I hear sometimes that I'm like, if it were a bit louder of a snare or a kick drum or something, I might feel the groove a bit more, but I'm really liking just the way the snare is right up front. You can't ignore it, and that's kind of what makes you want to dance. This is really fun and playful. I like it. Yeah, see, there they go back to the A major, right after that C. So what they're doing here is you have two different keys that share a lot of the same notes. And sometimes in songwriting, it's easy to kind of bounce between them, where only maybe one or two notes is different from the key one or the first key, and then we go into the second key sort of with this. I guess this would be the chorus or the pre-chorus. Then we go to E minor. But then they quickly, out of a C, go up to an A major, which has the C sharp. So they could be bouncing between the key of G major and D major, which the only note that's different between those two keys is the C. C sharp in D, that would be the 7th. And then the G major, the key signature is just an F sharp, so you have a C natural. So sometimes you can just pick two keys and bounce between them and only select those out of key notes in certain places in the song where you just want to have a little bit more of an angular sound with the tonal center. That's exactly what's going on here. Listen to that. C, D, one chord. They went from C major to A major right there. And you can kind of hear how it just sounds like it's jumping keys to me. It's a cool, subtle thing. Cool. Key change again, okay. Wow. Okay, that went somewhere real quick. Now it sounds like they went to an F, and they're actually going between F major and D major, which D major has the F sharp. So it's almost putting the same concept into action, but right up close, just very, juxtaposed back to back. Let me see if I heard that right. Yeah. Back to the original. Love that. Love how it hangs on that sharp 4. Love that. I don't know, something about it. And I kind of got that walking bass line a bit wrong. I thought he might just be going up the normal arpeggio. Just an assumption, but he's actually using some chromatic passing tones in there, which adds a nice little bit of chromaticism in the bass line right here. Yeah. So I got the G sharp in there, I believe, maybe even an A sharp or a B flat, just to give it that kind of meandering chromatic thing. That kind of thing. Nice. A feel-good song, man. Very nice. Music can be a really interesting thing. Sometimes I'll hear a song and I'll know maybe in about 3 or 4 or 5 listens it will really grab me a bit more. And then there's some songs I hear where on the first listen something just really sinks its teeth in me, and that's what this song did. The music on its own merits, was super catchy. I don't pay attention to the vocals a ton on the channel. I heard them, they were great. I could hear the lyrics, but the music right out of the gate just grabbed me. It was very catchy. And I wanted to say this while the video was going on, but it reminded me of the Pretenders. They have the same effect on me where, you know, I love Chrissy's vocals. I'm a big fan of that band, but the guitar and the bass interplay are so catchy. Just these little sub melodies. The clean kind of shimmery guitar thing on top, then you have this kind of fat bass tone that's very audible. And the way they play together just makes the song so hooky. I don't know what else to say. And I don't know if those bands have anything to do with each other, but had the same kind of effect. I love their songwriting, kind of going between 2 different keys very subtly. G and D only share 1 note difference. They kind of leaned into that element just to kind of darken up that pre-chorus section. Bassist Tommy Stinson, kind of 3 modes he went through. He had some walking bass lines. He had the good tried and true 5th root octave thing. And then he kind of had a more technical harmonizing with the guitar part during the verses. It was all very catchy. So the Replacements, I'm glad I got this request. Really fun to listen to, and the music was really, really awesome. Thank you guys for hanging out with me again. Come find us on Patreon if you'd like to support the channel further. While you're here, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. I love you all. We'll see you next time.